All right, there we go. Uh, yeah, let's begin, shall we? What's up, normal? How you doing? Or what's up? How you doing? Or that chunk was on my property. Not any longer. It is now belonging to the government. Welcome to eminent domain. What's up, here, Gesick? How you doing? I love eminent domain of the chunk. Good, good. For some reason that looked like deep slate coal to me, even though that would be way too high for it. Look, look, look. We must seize it so that way we can build a 40-lane highway in the chunk. That's what's needed. Don't forget the Costco. 40 lanes Safeway. What if we built a 40-lane Dangerous Way? Have we ever thought about this? It needs to be the most treacherous 40 lanes ever created. $10. See, this is why it's better to just not take any medication, obviously. Which tag suggestion, Bart? Yeah, I'm gonna get angry Simpsons fans joining my Twitch stream being like, where's the Simpson? This is just Twitch digging. I wanted the Simpsons HD live for free 24/7 stream. It's probably somewhere on Twitch right now that's streaming, if not Simpsons, some like adult comedy show for free right now. I remember when the Usu category used to get... Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was Family Guy. I think at one point I saw Rick and Morty as well. Just, like, why in the Usu category of all things? It's great. And sometimes those streams would legit last like multiple days. It was crazy. Like before getting banned. Even if it's not popular, the Usu community is a bunch of nerds, so they noticed immediately. You know, including ourselves, but... Also, cobwebs. Wow, guys, if you think about it, this is basically Deep Slate. This is what Deep Slate feels like. This is our future in a few million blocks. Cobwebs should be insta-shearable. They might be. I've never actually tried that. I think you can actually shear them. Also, this is just outside this ring. It gets to survive. Good job. I mean, that's how you pick up cobwebs anyways. I think you use shears. Or maybe it's just silk touch. I'm not actually sure. I should really test that, actually. I feel like that's true. I'm curious. Shears. I wonder if it's faster than a sword, though. Okay, it's not actually any faster, so... Also, everything revolves around Osu. Come on. I mean, low-key, I still don't really understand Redstone. Also, I took a quick glance at your profile, Thor. I didn't check your top plays, but I did see that you ranked up quite a bit recently. That's cool. He's still shredding. tryharding. One last grind before your life changes forever. Fair enough. Oh man. I don't know how many people in the chat right now can relate, but I feel like I'm completely fed up with my job right now. I think that's part of the work cycle, though. Find a job, and then eventually you'll hate it. At least if it's not like a dream job or anything like that. Or something you're actually interested in. I'm currently working in like food service, I guess best way to describe it. At least best way I want to describe it on stream, smile. But I mean, any jobs really in the food industry in general. At least I don't feel like I have a very strong passion for the culinary art of any kind. So, kind of hard for me to actually enjoy that kind of job. I mean, it's just like I don't like I don't like working. But more specifically, I don't like working jobs where it's like, you know, I have literally no interest in. But the problem is the interests I do have don't make any money, so I actually don't get free lunch in my job, so wrecked. That Literated. Dude, it's actually like kind of messed up. They used to give us free food, but then the like owners were like, "We need to penny pinch in every way feasible." So no more food for the poors. No more free lunch for the poors who make us all the food and bring all of the money in. I don't see the owners making the food. I don't see them doing any of the actual work. I mean, they order like inventory and whatever, but that's not actually like that's not how people get their food, really. Like you can order inventory all you want, but you're not actually making the food for the people. But anyways, I don't need to get too upset about that on stream, but it is just something I've been thinking about more. This is the bakery. Please come back. Wow. I have never wanted to torch a piece of, like, if it was like a piece of mail, I would literally light it on fire. Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, I already have started job searching again, but I really need to, uh, really, like, actually seriously find something that, if at least not a huge upgrade, it's still better than what I'm currently doing. I feel like for me, it's kind of hard to find a job that isn't soul crushing because I just find work inherently soul crushing. But I'm sure there's still like jobs that I would enjoy a bit more than others. We truly live in a society after all. Yeah. But I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. I'm here to relax, I'm here to chill, I'm here to dig. I don't feel like I need the escapism as much as I used to a few years ago, but still nice to just have something I can do where I don't have to think about the real world nearly as much. Just get to sit down, chill, and obliterate the chunks. On the one hand, you know, I guess one more thing that comes up to mind is like, on the one hand, I guess it would have been nice to like maybe stick it out through college and figure out what I wanted to do, but at the same time, man, looking with how everything is going in at least in my country, like I feel like I made kind of the right call by not going to college, or at least not completing college and not having any debt from it. Especially now that the government's trying to claw back all student debt, including garnishing wages over it. Like, okay. Yeah, dude, that's definitely a good thing to do right when money is going to become even tighter and people are going to have less money to work with. Good plan. Good plan. Very good plan. The What's up, Muffin? How you doing? I would literally never go back to the bakery. I'm good. Honestly, I'm still not even sure if I actually hated baking as a job or more just that bakery in particular. I mean, baking is not really like my passion regardless, but I feel like I didn't completely hate it. I just hated that particular place for a wide variety of reasons. Some of it was the job, but honestly, a lot of it was other things. It's all good though. Egg. Dang, I've been getting a lot of eggs. I need to get them up there. Easy, easy. Alright. Yo! One tabby. Thank you for the one entire bit. How you doing today? Good, good. Yeah, don't mind me. I am just doing what I've been doing for the last a couple hundred hours now on this world. Digging. It's crazy, I know. No one could possibly have seen this coming, but sure, digging. For real. No one can stop me. How many chunks? Technically 0, because I'm not doing it chunk by chunk. But here I can do something here. I could do a rough calculation here. So 11.56 million. Average chunk is around 33,000 blocks, at least if it's sea level. So we're looking at like 350 chunks worth of blocks dug out. But the reason that's a little misleading is because I have not dug any of the deep slate yet, really. I still have mined less than 10,000 in this world so far. And basically almost all of that was to dig out the beacons at the bottom of the world. So, we're like... We're pretty far in terms of raw number of blocks. Like, maybe around a third, but... It's... We're not even close in terms of time spent. We're probably half of that in terms of percentage for time. At least. But that's okay, because the deep slate is the fun part. You guys will all see. The deep slate, that's when the project actually begins. So probably another, like, 150 to 200 hours, I would assume. Could be a little longer. I'm not entirely sure how it'll go, but what's up, Pixel? How you doing? Yep, no moss, no TNT. We do not like the exploits of digging mechanics here. Not using silverfish. I mean, I don't think the silverfish in this can actually multiply. I think all the silverfish that are in the chunk, like, are already in there. Dang. Gotta craft up these copper blocks real quick. Can this cobble get out of my inventory? Thank you. Uh, anyways. Just had the Tycho session of your life. Nice, nice. Do you have an XP farm? Yeah, I have a Enderman farm. And then I also have a little smelting, like hopper smelting thing in the middle of my chunk that goes as I'm digging. Doesn't give a crazy amount of XP, but it does help a little bit. Actually, here, I can go use it right now, probably. Very, very rudimentary system here, but it works. So now I can just grab whatever's in here, and then it should repair a lot on my pick. Maybe these ones won't, but this one should. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Throw one in there. Okay. And then I should put the hoppers back. Actually, while I'm here, I may as well throw in the copper. Cool. Yeah, it's literally just for smelting. That's all I use it for. I don't even keep it after. I hate copper. Sorry, man. I just don't like it. What can I say? Also, wait. You gain 250 PP, 350 ranks, top 4K, your first 400. Oh, wow. That sounds like a banger session right there. Yoga balls, also known as the most expensive commodity of all time. You have to sell the copper in your walls just to afford this addiction. Reminds me of that one drill tweet that's like 150 on groceries, couple hundred on rent, and then like 5,500 on candles. That's you, Thor, but instead of candles, it's yoga balls. You have a 5,500 monthly allowance of yoga balls. And you're wondering why you can't budget correctly. Yeah, you might want to take a rest day after that one, Pixel. Scattered. What? That sounds insane. That sounds quite ridiculous, actually. And I actually know the reason they went out of business. It's because they spent all of their profit on yoga balls. And then the price of yoga balls went up too high, and then they ran out of money. It's true. So sad. Local business dies because of yoga ball prices. So sad, so sad. Good one, good one. Just picking up so many eggs every run around or two. Just gonna start chucking them up there. Ow. Easy, easy. Dude, imagine yoga balls but made by like luxury car brands. Imagine a Lamborghini yoga ball. Who wants a Bugatti yoga ball? I bet if you had the perfect angle and perfect build, a yoga ball would be an insanely fast way to travel. You just have to have really good balance. In the 1960s, Kia got their start making yoga balls. True. This is definitely fact-checked by a true American patriot. For some reason, in my brain, the only other thing I could think Kia as, if they were to go into another business, is yogurt. They sell yogurt now. They should do that. Finally quit Hidden? Wow. Looks like you guys just traded places then. Honestly, realizing Hidden is the worst mod in the game is the most liberating feeling when you finally can escape playing it. Honestly, I still prefer DT Hard Rock Flashlight without Hidden. You gotta go through cycles of playing it or not. I mean, you could be sad, or you could just start the improvement from now. Take it as a lesson learned, and now you can improve. Nightcore is objectively better. Clearly, this guy is not a reading gimmick tournament player. I'm actually just getting so many now. At some point, this chunk is just going to be completely infested. Speaking of infestation... Oh, that did not repair my pick very much. Alright, let's get, more picks. I should get a new shovel out as well, actually. There we go. It is painful realizing that Hidden felt like a waste of time. But trust me, you will feel liberated once you actually start enjoying playing without it. Well, you have a couple options. You can try and fix those scores, or you can just not do that and just do something else. Or you could, like, do something else and then come back to fix them when it's a lot easier for you as well. That's always an option, too. You don't have to immediately fix them. You can always come back to them when it's even easier and then just fly through the fixes. That's kind of how it's going for me right now. I've actually, now that I did everything I wanted to, Nusu, what I do now, if I feel like I want to do, like, something that isn't playing hard maps, I just fix old scores of mine. And I have a lot that are really easy to fix, and it's kind of nice just flying through the score fixes. Fixing scores is a mindset plague. I mean, for me, it's more of a completion plague, more than a mindset plague. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that I have completion brain. Uh, one thing that I've actually been doing that's kind of fun was trying to see, like, all the score fixes I'm doing are from 2019 or sorry, 2018 or earlier. So anything before January 1st, 2019. So basically before I ever started doing OSU completion, like maps ranked in that time, I mean. And it's been fun just like going back to some of these old maps that I have terrible scores on and then destroying them. iPhone Aleph Null is calling. Oh no 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 no. What's up, Penta? How you doing? Would I do completion again for another badge? No, that's stupid. Frankly, I don't want to do completion again. Also, another 2 layers done. Just four more on this ring, and then we can go up again. Very nice, very nice. And how long did that take? Like, little under 50 minutes? Yeah, nice. It's easy, easy. Mental for Ursu might be back. I feel like a lot of players have been experimenting with coming back or finding motivation for Ursu again this year. I know I have. ERB, alright, Muffin. No, I don't think they would give you more than one badge. They would just tell you that you're stupid and move on. That's actually the prize you get. You get Peppy telling you you're stupid, actually. 2007? 2007 is literally the easiest year to complete. It's literally only 353 difficulties, if I remember correctly. But there are some mistimed. Not all of them are literally mistimed. It does require a certain skill to play. Like, you need to focus more when you play those kinds of maps. Especially if you're not used to them, but I feel like after a few sessions of playing 2007 maps, you would start understanding how they play. I mean, a lot of them rely more on like timing to vocal rather than timing to beat, even if that means that it's kind of mistimed. But you just kind of learn how to play to it, even like you don't need it to be timed to actually SS or anything like that, or just FC. So just modern mapping. I mean, yeah, to some level. But I feel like in old maps, it's like to the point that it's literally not timed. At least with the modern maps, they're mostly timed correctly. The occasional slip up happens, though. The rhythms are just terrible. That too. I mean, a lot of the rhythm choices of modern maps are pretty abysmal. To say the least. Wowie Kanbu SS? Yeah, that's a good one right there. How do score farmers put in 8 to 10 hours a day in Ursu? How do I break the news to you that I did not spend 8 to 10 hours every day playing Ursu? I don't think most score farmers play that much. It's literally just like it'll happen on occasion. Like I've definitely had a number of sessions that were really high in terms of playtime, but it was not literally every session, you know? Most sessions were closer to like 4 hours. Slot core is dead. In fact, it is. Yeah. Imagine if a modern mapper got struck by lightning. Maybe mapping would then be saved. NAF songs compilation just got wrecked. I did see that actually. That is true. You're gonna say it. Say it. So you like Riseika's maps? Okay. That is good for you. I mean, I'll say I actually like some of his maps, but definitely not all of his maps. Some of his maps definitely upset me. More so because of completion rather than like the maps existing. I don't know. Also, this is interesting. Let me see. Where did I stop at last time? This was Y20, so now 22. So I just needed to drain water to at least Y22. So I think that's here, yeah? No, it's one below. Echo completion. Have fun with that. Calionet on top. Rust Bell in 2011. I need to go to the other side of this and see how far in this goes. And then make a little wall here. Okay, I mean, I'm not really going this far down anyways, but it's just good to get it out of the way. Okay. Very nice. Ouch. Yeah, now I can get rid of that. Shout out to Disco. I miss Disco's streams. You know, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I feel like you ask a lot of really like just questions that don't make any sense for me. Like I'm not going to do that. I think if you did an MRI on Disco, he would shoot lasers out of his eyes. Solve this equation. 1 plus 1. Guys, why do you guys ask such hard questions? How am I supposed to deal with this? Really? 1 plus 1? You think I can just do that without a calculator? Would you give Goink a little treat for free? Okay, that's an easy one. That's a yes. Just pulling out the calc, guys. Guys, what does calc mean? Can someone explain what calc means? I don't think I understand calc. Short for calculator, slang for calculator. Really fascinating. I think the answer to your question, Thor, is Steve Harvey. Ding! 42 points. Good answer, good answer. Guys, what's the slang for slang? There's no way? There's no way the answer could be on the board. Surely there's no way. Ding! Good answer. Now I'll look directly into the camera, absolutely shocked and appalled by the answer being up on the board. Alright, see you, Pixel. Thank you for tuning in. Rick's question card. God, what a wonderful game show. Surely this would never happen more than one time in the show's history. Ba-bum. Dude, that actually reminds me, like, I'm pretty sure at one point my mom was addicted to like watching clips of Family Feud Steve Harvey, just like exactly those moments from the show. Because I would just hear it every so often as I was walking by through the living room. I don't know why that moss looked a little funny to me. So let's see. 22. That is where I want to be. Little air pocket there, not a huge one. I'm actually just not gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about digging instead. Actually gonna just think about Steve Harvey instead, actually. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did my other pick go? One second, guys. Okay. What is this? You clip legendary sounds like that one cliche style song. Let's hear this. Hold on. I what? Wait, hold on. Maybe if I feel like it's very much a stretch, but I can maybe vaguely hear something. Boom. If I knew what song you were actually talking about, that would help. Oh, looks like this cow is just stuck in here now, wrecked. Wait, actually, it might find its way out. Wait, let's see this. Let's see this. Wow. Okay, well, it'll figure it out eventually. Good job. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm gonna quickly grab some water, use the restroom real quick, so I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. BRB. Okay. Hello. I am back. I think you're going insane, Muffin. I'm sorry to break the news to you like this, but dead joke, dead chat, dead stream, dead viewers. Yeah, I love the AFK screen. Honestly, I kind of wish I used it more. I kind of forgot about it. Why are these chickens actually the most productive chickens of all time? Hate that moss. Oh, terrible. Awful. Iron trader. Gunpowder? Nope. Does this guy ever sell bamboo? That's something I actually could maybe use someday. Scaffolding would not be the, like... Scaffolding is a block I could use. Not strictly necessary, but I feel like it would have its uses. I could eat the bamboo. I don't think you can. I am not a panda. Also, what's up, Wither? How you doing? Dang. That's really annoying, Thor. You should zap them until they do their dishes. I'm doing good. Just doing the digging. You know how it is. Should buy a fly zapper. Zap! Sure, I should eminent domain your roommate and then just mine his entire bedroom and not give it back until he does the dishes. You can jockey their rooms. That's the spirit. For every rewatch of the Minecraft movie, you add one chicken jockey to your collection. Also, Muffin, I don't know if you remember this conversation yesterday or this thought I threw out yesterday. I mean, you noticed how there's no more silverfish in, like, as I'm digging these rings anymore, and it kind of just occurred to me that this technically doesn't count as the mountain biome anymore. I mean, like, yeah, like we're in technically in the plains now at this far in. For some reason, that just didn't register in my head until like right as I finished the stream last night, and I'm like, oh, wait, the mountain wasn't literally the entire area. I mean, we're like 100 blocks in now, so yeah. It was just like it it's cool seeing like that I'm actually reaching this far inland now, doing it this way. Especially now that I'm like already almost done with this ring as well. Like these are just gonna get faster and faster. Is this what the Great American Plains look like? Yeah. This is like the least exploited quarry mine in the United States. Hmm. You know, I never considered this possibility, but I think I'm gonna need to get rid of those vines that are on the wall over there. I think that counts as a block. That could be kind of annoying. Also, wait. Okay, I was digging the wrong Y level. That's why I was confused. Don't get ahead of myself now. Alright, sounds good, Wither. Thank you for dropping by. Have fun generating currency. Oh, skeleton just got owned. I could hear it. Okay, you know what? What if I chuck eggs just out into the void there? Have fun. I feel like I've chucked already enough up onto the next ring as is. Okay. Just 2 more layers and this ring is done. Very, very nice. Hope a spider doesn't spawn. Nice. So yeah, that should be in the 4th slot. $11.6 million blocks mined now. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's the same dungeon I already found. And it gets to survive. Very cool. Yeah. I don't think those are honestly necessary. Goodness, all this copper, but it's in the ground where I'm not going to be digging any further on this ring, so I will ignore it. Same here as well, jeez. Hold on, gotta stretch my hands really quick. Two more runarounds, and then this ring will be complete. Very nice. Chicken jockey, as the kids say. What's up, BDR? How you doing? Nice, nice. Don't mind me, just continuing a little more digging process. Or progress. Well, the process too, really. Do I need to add this as an emote? Is this strictly necessary? Not really. There. Of course there's a chicken jockey emote though. Only the craziest and most epic movie line of the year. It was a very okay movie. That is all I can really say about that. Z. Get out of your cobblestone. Wow. It was a very unlucky batch of eggs. This is something. Huh. I feel like every time I mine in that specific area, I start lagging. I wonder if that has anything to do with like the resource pack or if it's mobs or something else. Or a very weird niche bug. Okay, one more run around. Yeah, I mean, I have not upgraded my computer in, what, like 12 years. So, I feel like I'm overdue for a new computer, but on the other hand, like, costs some money and effort, and I don't like spending money or expending effort. So, I will just be stuck with this computer until I feel like it's absolutely worth upgrading or until it dies. Whichever happens first. 1 second. Okay, just needed some water. When's GTA 970? That's a couple thousand years, I think, at least. Hey Manny, how you doing? FIFA 970. I don't know, what FIFA are they on right now? They're on like FIFA 2024, then I think 2025. I think you're gonna have to wait for the integer overflow for that one, I think, Muffin. It's gonna be a while. Sorry to break the news. Sooner than GTA 970. That is also absolutely true. It still would be sooner. Dang, what happened to you, Manny? If you don't mind me asking. Hmm. Really sucks, dude. Good morning. What's up, Maklo? I guess I've streamed late enough tonight where people are actually waking up. That's fun. Guess it's not too often I actually stream this late. Yeah, how you doing? Asians and Wowie. That sounds like his stream schedule. It's a quote from the Minecraft movie. Or sorry, a Minecraft movie. Also, we just finished another ring, guys. Very nice. What is that? Is that 6 or 7? That might be 7. Let me see from up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 8? I guess so. Yeah, I finally realized I should be doing that. I don't have like a sophisticated setup for it, but I do have this going. Let's see if I get... I already collected some earlier this stream, so I'm probably not going to get very much XP from any of these, but that's okay. Oh, it's actually still pretty good. Here we go. I'm still learning, like, how much XP I roughly get from this, so I'm still not going to be super efficient, because I've only started doing this recently, but... I'm trying. I'm trying to figure it out. As for all this copper, though, I literally don't have a real use for it. So, like, I don't know if I should even bother, like, trying to craft it, or if I should literally just burn it all. Like, I don't know what I'm really supposed to do with all this. I know you would actually use it, but I personally don't have a real use for it. You can go up here now. Ow. Ow. That is not how you fly. There we go. Doo doo doo. Cool. Alright. Well, it's pretty late for me, so I'm sorry guys. I should actually get ready for bed here. I'll do one little last bit of digging though. I'll do like 5 more minutes of digging, but I do want to start getting ready for bed, so let me just start getting an outline of this going. And then as soon as I reach the corner, I will end stream. Oh man. Progress is coming along nicely though. I'm pretty happy. Oh, also, I don't know if like how many of you guys care about the YouTube VODs for this, but as far as I'm aware, either all of them or almost all of them have been uploaded now. There's either 1 or 0 that's still scheduled. So if you want to start catching up on the VODs, I have they should all be on the YouTube channel now. I mean, if they aren't all already public, I'm just gonna make the last 1 or 2 public from now, I think, as soon as I end stream. And then I think maybe what I'll do for VODs is, like, maybe upload. Maybe I should like schedule it for like 12 p.m. or maybe not 12 p.m. Maybe earlier, like maybe 8 a.m. my time the next day. So I guess like usually around like depending on the time I stream, like 8 to 12 hours after I finish the stream, something like that. Or I could just upload it right away. I don't know what I would prefer. Either one works, really. But yeah. Anyways, I really should get ready for bed now, so... Oh, hold on. 99? Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I will be back tomorrow, probably also a nighttime stream. My next off day is, like, Sunday, so... Yeah. Anyways, see you guys. Have a good night. Make sure you look for the VODs. They should